She said, I'm like the only hope. There's nobody else. She went to the hospital saying that one of her legs is messed up. It would need surgery. So she showed me an x-ray. Angie was killed in the mission.
Why do you think everyone's dying around her?
I don't know. She told me, like, I'm sorry that I couldn't get the money. I'm locked up. I need help to get bailed out. Okay, how much is it?
In today's episode, we help a man named Michael who is dealing with tragic issues related to his online romance. He's tried his hardest to keep the relationship alive after making a promise to his mother before her passing. This relationship has put him in debt, depression, and pushed him away from his friends and family. Watch till the end to find out the shocking truth about his online love. Let's jump into this and try to help Michael out. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
I'm 42. I have an older sister. I have a niece and nephew and my goddaughter. So when it comes to me, it's all about family. I live with my dad and I take care of him. My dad is type 2 diabetic just like me, so we both use insulin. I gotta make sure that he's on top level of his insulin. My dad can't stab himself with the insulin on his own, so I had to do it for him. I gotta stay on top of all his medication that he takes. The longest relationship I had was like 6 months. I wasn't interested. I was just pretty much chasing other girls at the time. So you could say I'm a Casanova. As I got older, I realized like everybody else just get married, have kids, and it's time for me to grow up and be with someone who actually appreciates me.
And what type of women are you into?
As long as you take care of your health, because I have health issues, so that's the reason why I'm focused on losing weight. I want to have someone that's at least go to the gym 3 times a week.
What did you reach out to our team for?
Peace of mind, closure, all of the above. I met this person online from OkCupid.
What's her name?
Maria Jordan Campbell.
Maria reaches out to you or you reached out to her?
I reached out to her first. I just said, hi, how you doing? I think you're cute. I know you're looking for a long-term relationship. I just want to talk to you. She was just easy to talk to. Like, she was just so, like, lively. I pretty much could talk to her all day, every day. And the conversation never get dull, which I'm attracted to that. She's short. I think she's between 4'11" to 5'3". She works out. She's also in the Navy, so. She told me that she has no family. Her dad was in the Air Force, so he died in a plane crash. Her mom died like when she was in high school with cancer. I sort of connected to that. I lost family with cancer too.
What are your favorite qualities about Maria?
She knows the true meaning about family, and that's what we were trying to build on for the future. She's the reason why I went back to church. And he said, like, when we meet, we're going back to church. I'm like, okay. Say, like, if I'm sleeping and she don't hear from me at all, like the whole afternoon, she would call me and say, like, I was just about to call the cops, call the emergency, see if you're okay. That little thing like that, I consider that was kind of cute. So she would worry about me. She's a neat freak. So she said she likes to clean house. She eat healthy food. I'm eating healthy food too, so it's like that's another connection there too.
Things move extremely fast in Michael and Maria's relationship. Within weeks, they were talking about marriage.
We talk about the wedding planning for next month. So sometime next year, we're gonna have a wedding.
Michael then began to open up about meeting this woman in person.
When she graduated high school, she joined the Navy because her dad was in Air Force. She's a petty officer.
Have you seen photos of her like in her fatigues and stuff like that?
Her Navy outfit, like on her right chest, and a Navy symbol on her left chest. And some photos will be her name on the left and badges on the right.
You want to get this relationship off of text message and meet in person, right?
Correct. I was been nagging her every single time, like every week, every month. I was ready, like, to be fully committed to her, but at the same time, I spent so much money on a relationship, it's not even funny.
This is when it all started. Maria was able to get some time away from the Navy, and she agreed to come and visit Michael but she needed him to purchase a $1,200 airline ticket from where she was stationed at in Virginia. Michael sent the funds to Maria, and she was ready to leave the next day.
Oh, I was so thrilled. I was so ecstatic. You just don't even know. Like, my day just lifted, and I finally got to see the dream person that I've always been looking for, and finally get to meet. I was actually in JFK Airport. She told me that she's on a plane on her way there. I look at the flight information. I was just waiting, look at my watch. I was like, yes, can't wait. All the people just came out from the plane. No show. I didn't want to talk to her for the first few days since that happened.
Maria's excuse for not being on the plane was her daughter being in Michigan. She apologized to Michael for standing him up at the airport, and he eventually forgave her. But her requests for favors began to double.
A few days later, I text her up again. Says, I loan you the money. Are you gonna hold me back? I was like, yeah, don't worry, don't worry. And then she tried to ask me to send her to Michigan, get tickets for her and her daughter to come so she could come back to New York.
So she has a daughter?
Not biological daughter, her cousin. Her aunt was killed by her husband. So she was gonna bring her grandmother to New York so they could stay with her for a little while. I'm like, okay, that's fine with me. Then I got a text saying that the taxi got in an accident and they're both in the hospital. She went to the hospital saying that one of her legs is messed up, it would need surgery. So she showed me an x-ray. And I also gave her like $1,500. I spent $550 to get her wheels so she could move around for a wheelchair. She was in a hospital. She was in Boston and transferred to another location. I sent her money for her surgery when it took place at. It's like my whole check just goes towards her to support what she needs.
Michael had already spent $10,000 on plane tickets and Maria's hospital fees. Every time she would make requests for money, Michael would send it through Cash App to people who claimed to be Maria's friends.
Here's the thing, it's been occurring like every paycheck from every month I sent her money. Angie and Maria are like best friends. They know each other for 7 years. Well, I find out that Angie was killed in the mission.
Why do you think everyone's dying around her?
I don't know.
Maria's problems never came to an end. She told Michael that she was going to pay all of his money back and she was on her way to the bank. But she unfortunately was arrested after an argument with an employee at the bank about her account being frozen.
She told me like, I'm sorry that I couldn't get the money. I'm locked up. I need help to get bailed out. Okay, how much is it for the bill? And she would say like $1,300. She said, I'm like the only hope. There's nobody else that's not helping her. And I really need you to help me. And my logic is just trying to support if that's gonna be my spouse. So, like as a kind gentleman would do. It got to the point I couldn't make my car payments. I financed my car. I was behind, and the bank took my car, so I owe them almost 11 grand as well. Every month I'm putting in my money, my hard-earned money to support her. Whatever that she needs, I got it. You can add 4 grand every month into that she collect. Started doing that since January until now. And that's the reason why my credit score is 450, roughly.
Where is all this money coming from?
That's all overtime. I work at the hospital.
How much money have you sent to her altogether?
You really want to know? From credit cards maxed out, about a little bit over 67K. Struggling eating. I try to rationalize and I make sure there's enough food for my dad. I just eat less.
Has this affected your ability to take care of your dad?
Yeah.
What do you do for your dad?
To help him with the bills for rent, stuff like that.
And you haven't been doing that?
For the past few months, no,
Why?
because I was trying to take care of her, but at the same time, I put a little money on the side. I'll have like 200 there for food. I just don't eat. I just make sure he's eating.
Is she asking for money right now?
Correct. She wanted to pick up the little girl on Wednesday because she has no money to fly to Michigan to get that little girl.
So she wants you to pay for her to fly.
Basically, yeah.
In order for us to look into this for you, you got to do some. You got to make it a point to do something nice for your dad this weekend, okay?
No problem. I'll keep my word on that.
No more.
No problem.
Michael was unfortunately in a cycle of sending money to Maria. And this weekend, we were focused on breaking that cycle. Instead of sending funds to Maria for another plane ticket, he promised us to do something nice for his father.
I know he loved to eat, so I was like, I'm gonna take him to a restaurant. And I know he loved the Lakers, so I'm gonna probably get him a jersey or something.
No.
He's a big Lakers fan, and I'm a big Knicks fan, so.
Our team put our heads together and dug into everything Michael was able to provide on Maria. After a few days of researching, it was time to let him know the truth. But before we go further, if you're having second thoughts about your online lover, reach out to us. We can help you find answers. Our email is sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We appreciate you so much.
Well, are you ready for today then?
Yeah. If she lies, I'll just cut her off completely. Because she sounds so genuine. She always check up me day in, day out. She would blow kisses, just encourage me. And what's worse is ever since my mom passed away 4 years ago, I promised my mom to be in a relationship.
Today, we're going to put all of that to rest, okay? We're going to give you the truth and we're going to give you answers, okay?
Okay.
Bree and I, we looked at all of the information you had provided. We had both been working on your investigation together, and what we would like to do is break down all of the reasons that Maria had requested money from you.
The main thing that she was telling me, that she has bank issue and all the banks lock her out, so she couldn't even draw any type of money from her account. Sick to health, rich to poor, I gotta support the person. She's telling me like when she comes to New York, whatever the bills I had, she gonna pay that off and pay me the money back that I sent her.
We researched the image of the bank account screenshot that you'd sent over to us. We found a match. This is a photoshopped image of a bank account that we found, believe it or not, a Jeep Wrangler forum. It's a public blog. We also found that same exact image on TikTok and Reddit. So it seems like this image has been passed around.
She sent you a social security number. Can you tell me why she sent you that?
I guess to put me at ease.
Michael, we use a tool that confirms if a social security number exists and is valid. We found that this is a valid number. It was issued in Pennsylvania. And from this info, the person that owns this number would be anywhere from 73 to 78 years old.
You okay, Michael?
Yeah.
And then she also sent you some x-rays, right?
Yeah. Show me the picture of her leg. So I'm thinking maybe in a hospital she got her leg wrapped up, something like that. So I'm assuming the way in the picture looked legit. I'm not a professional in the medical field, so I can't tell.
Bree and I ran these images of the x-rays and we actually found matches immediately. Both of these images were attached to Pinterest accounts.
This person you're talking to went to this Pinterest account, downloaded the files, and then created this story and said, hey, this is my leg.
You sent over 3 different images, and all 3 belong to different people, not even the same person.
I'm just so
Michael, I just want to say that I'm so proud of you for not sending that money over the weekend, and I'm proud of you that you're taking your dad out and you're getting back to your responsibilities. I have 2 more pieces of information that is pretty much going to close the casket on all of this. Are you ready for it?
yeah.
We ran all the images that you sent over to us for Maria, and we found exact matches. We did find the real identity to this person, and her name is not Maria. Her real name is Courtney. She is in the US Navy, and she lives in Maryland.
Okay.
You are in a romance scam. None of these stories that Maria or these fantasies that she's created ended up to be true. She isolated herself, and that's why there were so many murders and people dying. And this person that you're talking to is essentially creating a movie, and you're the main character and the star of the movie. They just wanted you to feel like you were the only person that could save them from whatever danger that they were in.
When you were told that take a woman's word through words, through fiction, I felt like that person is going to be honest with you, and that's how I was raised through my mom. It's if a woman say this and that, they meant it. Like yes means yes, no means no. Just take by the word, don't take that for granted. And ever since then, it's always been me the whole time.
Michael, this is what we call a military romance scam. It's basically when somebody claims they're overseas, they don't have any family, they have family members, friends that have died, they're alone. They also reach out on behalf of needing funds for food, money, internet, they need a phone. You know, this just isn't true. People in the military have access to a phone, they're able to video chat, they're able to call, they don't need money, they're completely taken care of. Unfortunately, because you're such a sweet, kind person, and it's obvious you have a giving heart, that this is the type of person that the scammer looks for to take advantage of.
We got you over a link. What Maria didn't know was that when she clicked on the link, we were going to be able to grab her IP address. She clicked on it twice. To no surprise, we saw 2 clicks from Nigeria. And the first click came from Abuja, and the second one came from Lagos.
It sucks. It really is. Nothing I could do now.
What's the next steps for you, man?
Trying to put myself back together, but it's not gonna be easy since I'm dead.
But you do have real relationships in the real world, and that's what you need to get back to.
It's not gonna be easy. I can tell you that. But fortunately, I work in 2 shifts tomorrow, so it's not the same.
There is a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't want you to walk away from this call feeling like you're in such a dark place and we just came and dumped all this information on you. Today, you can be positive about how you're moving forward because, A, you're not sending her any more money. You're gonna have way more time in your day. You don't have to work overtime. Your credit can get repaired. You can get a new car, but these emotional damages that she's bringing you every single day are now gone. You can fix that today. You can block her, move on, and live a positive life.
I appreciate that. Really, I really do. I appreciate that you made an effort just to try to get my life back to normal. But being that much debt, it's gonna take years to recover.
I can speak from my personal background that it is tough. I've had some bad credit in the past. You know, Not too many people know mine and my husband's story, but we actually were on a homeless program before we started this company. It makes you feel like there's a dark cloud over your head and there's no light at the end of the tunnel, but there is. And actually, the next step here is we'd like to meet with you again on Monday. We want to review the financial information. We want to see if there's recourse for you.
I accept that.
Keep your head up, Michael. We're gonna check in with you on Monday, okay?
Thank you so much. Really do. Thank you.
No problem. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Okay.
Michael, what's going on, man? It's Drew.
Hey, Joe. How's everything?
Good. So I'm David. I own socialcatfish.com. So I talked to Drew today, and so I wanted to give you some resources to help you get started in the right direction. So first off, like, I know like you were super brave to talk about, you having depression in the past. And so what we want to do is we want to provide you with some counseling that we pay for 100%. So we want to get you access to, a licensed psychiatrist that you can talk to on a weekly basis for at least for the next 3 months. And then we'll foot the bill for that.
Okay.
The other thing we want to do, so we know that you've like struggled with like your bills and just like how are you going to take care of things. And so what we want to do is we want to get you some debt counseling, either consolidating all your debt so that it's actually manageable for you so that you're not living paycheck to paycheck, just paying the basic amount of bills that you have and being able to consolidate that, or even maybe going down the route of filing bankruptcy, which we would take care of that for you.
Okay. No problem.
How are things going for you now?
I just feel stupid. That's all. Like, yeah, I just feel stupid and emotional and my heart ripped out.
This is temporary, my dude. If you need things in the future, you have questions, you just want to call us and chat, like we're here for you.
Thank you for the moral support.
Yeah. Like, and our team's always here. So like, this doesn't mean this is the end of our relationship.
Did you block her, Michael?
Yes, I did.
How does it feel?
Relief. A little bit less frustrated. One step at a time.
Yeah, 100%, one step at a time.
Thank you.
No problem. Talk to you soon.
Have a good night.
Good night.
All right, bye. It's just gonna take them a while to get out of it. Like that's why, like we've done all these cases and that's exactly why like I think we need to get him counseling.
Yeah.
So we'll just get it in the morning. It's tough. Like the guy was like very emotionally invested in it, like very, very emotionally invested.
13 months, $70,000, bro.
Yeah. So, we'll get him on the right track.
Yeah.
So, all right.